Good morning, children. Today we will start a new lesson, decimal fractions. So you are requested to open page number 30 of your textbook. Today we will learn how to add and subtract decimal fractions. Correct? So before we start decimal fraction, let me explain you how to add simple addition and subtraction. See, one example is given. How to add 25 plus 13? We know very well. 5 plus 3, 8 and 2 plus 1, 3. Right? This way we will do the addition work. Now how to do subtraction? See, suppose we want to subtract 12 from 35. Then what we will do? 5 minus 2 is 3 and 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Right? Now we will learn how to do addition and subtraction of fraction numbers. See, one example is given. 25.3 plus 13.2. If you want to add these two numbers, first what I will write? 25.3. Right? Then very next you just keep in your mind. See, we have here decimal point. So whenever we start writing the second fraction, then you put the decimal exactly below of the other decimal. Correct? Decimal should come together. Right? Then you write the numbers from left side of the decimal. That is what? 3 and 1. First you write 3, then you write 1. And then towards its right, the number. Here we have 2, then you write here 2. Now the same rule for addition. 3 plus 2, 5. Then put the decimal here. Then 5 plus 3, 8. And 2 plus 1, 3. Correct? So what you have understood? Okay, whenever we are adding two fraction number, first we will write the number as it is. Then we will put the decimal exactly below of the other decimal. Then we start giving the numbers towards its left side and then towards its right side. Clear? Now one more example of subtraction. See, 28.4, that we are subtracting from 15.2. So first, as usual, I told decimal just below of the other decimal, and then we will write the numbers. Now you tell me 4 minus 2 equal to 2. Then I will put the decimal here. Then 8 minus 5 is 3 and 2 minus 1 equal to 1. So just keep this thing in your mind. Now children, we will see the name place of the digits. See here, one number is given, 542.372. How to find the place name of each of the digit? Now see those numbers which are there towards the left side of the decimal. The first number place is called unit. Second place is called tenth. And the third place is called 100. Correct? Similarly, those numbers which are there towards the right side of the decimal, the first place is called tenth, second place is called hundredth, and the third place is called thousands. Clear? Now the most important part. Now see, while solving the problems related to kilogram or gram, kilometer or meter, liters and milliliter, we have to express decimal fraction up to 3 decimal places. Why 3 decimal places? Because we know 1 kilogram equal to 1000 gram, 1 kilometer equal to 1000 meter, and 1 liter equal to 1 milliliter. That's why we express the fractions in 3 decimal places. Clear? Now we will start with practice set 14. Read the question. In the table below, write the place value of each digits in the number. See what are the digits are given here? 378.025. Clear? So as per these digits, see first row the place names are given. Why? See this is 8 is unit, 10, 100. So look here, we have unit, 10 and 100. And towards the right side of the decimal we have 0 to 5. That is what? 10, 100 and thousands. Clear? Now see here 100, 10 and unit. Here in the decimal 1 upon 10, 100 means 1 upon 100, 1000 means 1 upon thousands. Right? And here the digits are given 3, 7, 8, 0, 2, 5. See here 3 equal to 100, 300, 7 times 10 equal to 70, right? It will come 70. Clear? Now 8 one time, that is 8 only. Clear? Now before we start doing this, first you try to understand this. What is given? 5 upon 1000. Now whenever we want to convert any fraction into the decimal fraction, then very first you see how many zeros are given in the denominator. See here 3 zeros are given. It means what? We have to place decimal 3 place from the right side of the number. It means what? Here 5, one single digit number. But in order to put the decimal, we need 2 more digits. So what we will do? We will add 2 more 0 over there. And then we will put the decimal. Right? And then this 0 for unit place. Now we will do this column. Now look here, 2 is given here and 2 will be divided with 100. Correct? It means 2 upon 100. Right? Now how to convert this into the decimal fraction? As I told, see how many zeros are there in the denominator? 2 zeros are there. It means here decimal comes 2 place from the right of the digit. So here only we have 1 digit. So how to make it 2 digit? By adding 1 more 0. And then we will put the decimal. Correct? So how we will write? 0.02. Why we are adding this 0? Because we don't have any value for the unit. That's why we will put 0 over there. Clear? Now we will start question number 2. Solve. See first one, it is given 905.5 will be added with 21.197. Correct? So very first you write this number 905.5, right? Then as I told, we will put the decimal of the other fraction number just below of the other fraction. Correct? So I will put the decimal there. Then I will write those numbers which are there towards the left side of the decimal. Now see here 1 is there. Then first I will write 1. Then I will write 2. Clear? Now similarly towards its right side now 1 is there. Then 1. Then 9 and 7. Clear? Now look here. We don't have any digits over there. See one were here, one were here and other way here. So what we will do? We will put there 0. Here 0, here also 0 and here also 0. So all those empty places we will put 0. Now we will add 0 plus 7, 7, 0 plus 9, 9, 5 plus 1, 6, then this decimal 5, 1, 6, 0 plus 2, 2, 9 plus 0, 9. Clear? Now the second one. See what is given? 39 plus 700.65. So what I will do, first I will write 3 and 9, no decimal. Then the second fraction given, 700.65. So again, as I told you, see here we don't have a digits and even no decimal. So very first you put the decimal there and then you put 0 and 0. Now look here, there is also no number. So again I will put 0. Clear? Now I will add 0 plus 5, 5, 0 plus 6, 6, then this decimal, 9 plus 0, 9, 3 plus 0, 3, and 0 plus 7, 7. Right? Now the third one. Now see here, three numbers are given for adding. 40 plus 27.7 plus 2.451. So as usual, first I will write 40, right? Then I will write 27.7. As I told, decimal, we will write just below of this decimal and then the number towards its left and then numbers towards its right side. Clear? Now see, so many where zeros are not there. Here 1, 2, 3. It means 3 0 will come there. Here 2 empty place. Then 2 0 will come here. And even here 1 empty place. 1 0 will come there. Now we will add. Right? Now you add 0 plus 0 plus 1, 1. 0 plus 0 plus 5, 5. 7 plus 4, 11. Carry 1. Then here decimal. Then 1 plus 7, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. Then 0. Carry 1. 1 plus 4, 5. Plus 2, 7. Clear? Understood? Now question number 3 we will start. That is what? Subtraction now. 85.96 minus 2.345. So same rule like addition. Very first I will write 85.96. Then I will put this decimal just below of this decimal. Then I will write 2 over here and then decimal numbers towards its right side. Now see here, no number means I will put a 0. Again here no number means I will put 0. Right? Now what I will do? I will do the subtraction. Now 0 minus 5 is not possible. So I will borrow from here. So this will become 5 and now this 0 will become 10. 10 minus 5 means 5. 5 minus 4 means 1. 9 minus 3, 6. Now this decimal, you put a decimal here. 5 minus 2, 3. 8 minus 0, 8. Clear? Now the next one. 632.24 minus 97.45. So what I will do? First I will write this number as it is, 632.24. Then decimal will come below of the other decimal. Then 7 and 9. Now towards its right 4 and 5. Now see here we don't have any number. Then I will put 0. Correct? Now we will do the minus. 4 minus 5 is not possible. Then I will borrow from here. Then this will become 1 and this will become 14. 14 minus 5 equal to 9. Again 1 minus 4 is not possible. Then again I will borrow from here. This will be 1. Now this will become 11. 11 minus 4 equal to 7. Now this decimal will come here decimal. Now again 1 minus 7 is not possible. Again I will borrow from here. Now this 3 will become 2 and this will become 11. 11 minus 7 equal to 4. Now again you see 2 minus 9 not possible. Again I will borrow from here. This will become 5 and this will become 12. 12 minus 9 equal to 3, and here 5 minus 0 equal to 5. Now we will start the third one, the very important one. See what is given here, 200.005 minus 17.186. So as usual, very first we will write 200.005. Then we will put this decimal below of the other decimal, right? Then I will write here 7 and then 1. Now towards its right, 1, 8, 6, right? Now see here empty place, so I will put 0. Now I will do the subtraction, correct? Now look here. This 6 to subtract from 5 is not possible. So what I will do? I have to borrow from the other number. But here 0, here 0, here 0, here 0. Now we can only borrow from here, right? So I will borrow 1 from here, correct? So this 2 will become 1. So in order to borrow from here, it means first this 0 is borrow from this 2. That's why this become 10. This 0 will borrow from this. That's why they are 10. This 0 will borrow from this. That's why this is 10. This 0 will borrow from this. That's why it is 10. Now from this 10 I will borrow 1 to this 5, right? So this will become 15. 15 minus 6, 9. Correct? As we have borrowed 1 from this 10 and this 10 have borrowed from here, then this 10 and this 10 has borrowed from 1 from this 10, and again this 10 borrowed from this 10. It means everywhere we have borrowed 1. So every number will become now 19999. Understood or no? See, borrowed this 1 from here. Now this is 10. From this 10 we have borrowed 1 to this 5. That's why this is 9. And we borrowed from this 10. That's why this will become 9. Again we have borrowed 1 from this. That's why it is 9. This 9 borrowed from here. That's why it is 9. So everywhere 999 will come. Correct? Now 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 8, 1. 9 minus 1, 8. This decimal come as it is. 9 minus 7 equal to 2. 9 minus 1 equal to 8. And 1 minus 0 equal to 1 only. Right? Now we will start with the question number 4. Read the question. Avinash travelled 42 km 365 meter by bus, 12 km 460 meter by car, and walked 640 meter. How many kilometers did he travel altogether? Write your answer in decimal fractions. Right? Now see, Avinash travelled by bus 42 km 365 meter, 12 km 460 meter by car, and walked 640 meter. So we have to find how many kilometer did he walks altogether. It means what? We have to add all these three numbers, right? So very first we will convert this into the decimal fraction. Look how. Now see, 42 kilometer 365 meter equal to 42.365 kilometer. See, we are converting into a decimal fraction. The second one, 12 kilometer 460 meter, that is 12.460 kilometer. And the third one is 640 meter. See, there is no kilometer, that's why we are writing 0.640 kilometer. So what we will do now? We will add all these values which are given in the fraction form. So first one 42.365, second one 12.460, third one 0.640 kilometer. Now see, all these three values we have to add in order to find that how many kilometers he traveled altogether. Correct? First one by bus 42.365 kilometer, then by car 12.460 kilometer, and then by walking 0.640 kilometer. Right? Now we will add 5 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 5, 6 plus 6 equal to 12, 12 plus 4 equal to 16. So 6 we will write here, carry 1. Now this 1 plus 3 equal to 4, 4 plus 4, 8, 8 plus 6, 14. Right? Again 1 will be carry forward. Now decimal we will put. Now you will add 1 plus 2 equal to 3, 3 plus 2 equal to 5, 5 plus 0 equal to 5 only. Correct? Now next 4 plus 1 equal to 5, 5 plus 0 equal to 5. It means total is 55.465 kilometer. So Avinash traveled altogether 55.465 kilometer. Clear? Now we will start question number 5. Now you read the question. Ayesha bought 1.80 meter of cloth for her salwar and 2.25 meter for her kurta. If the cloth cost 120 rupees per meter, how much she pay the shopkeeper? So very first what we have to find? The total meter of cloth. That means the cloth of salwar and that of kurta. Once we will get the total meter of cloth, then we will multiply with 120 rupees per meter in order to find how much she paid to the shopkeeper. Right? So what we will do first? We will find the total meter of cloth. 1.80 meter of cloth for salwar, 2.25 meter of cloth for kurta. It means we will add in order to find the total meter of cloth. 0 plus 5 equal to 5, 8 plus 2 equal to 10, carry 1. Here decimal will come. 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4. It means 4.05 meter cloth she brought. Right? Now see, the rate of the cloth is given. The cost of 1 meter of cloth is rupees 120. Therefore, the cost of 4.05 meter of cloth equal to that we will calculate 4.05 multiply with 120. So we will do the rough part. 4.05 multiplying with 120. Right? Now how to multiply? 0 with 5, 0, 0 zeros are 0, 0 fours are 0. Now whenever we will start with the second number, then we will first put here 0, then 2 fives are 10. 10 means 0, again carry 1, 2 zeros are 0 plus 1, 1, 2 fours are 8. Right? Now we will multiply with the 100th one. So we will put 2 0 very first. 1 fives are 5, 1 zeros are 0, 1 fours are 4. Now we will add all this number. All 0, 0. All 0, 0. 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 5, 6. 8 means 8. 4 means 4. And see here decimal place. So here we can see there is 2 decimal place. That's why from the right I will put the decimal. Right? It means how much? 486. So the cost of 4.05 meter of cloth equal to rupees 486. So Ayesha pays rupees 486 to the shopkeeper, right?